Death, it's a universal truth, a final chapter in every human story. And when that chapter closes, what happens to the physical book? We bury it, right? We lay it to rest in the earth, a return to the dust from which it came. But what about cremation? This practice, once reserved for outcasts and battlefields, is now becoming increasingly common. So, does the Bible have anything to say about turning flesh and bone to ashes? The answer, in a word, is nuanced. The Bible doesn't explicitly forbid cremation, nor does it endorse it as the preferred method. We see burial as the customary practice throughout both the Old and New Testaments. From Abraham laying Sarah to rest in Machpelah to Jesus being entombed in the garden. But there are also instances of cremation, often in cases of war or punishment. Think Saul and Jonathan, whose bodies were burned and bones scattered after battle. So what does this tell us? Maybe that the fate of our physical remains isn't the ultimate concern. The Bible focuses more on the eternal soul, the spirit that transcends earthly forms. Remember Job declaring, "I know that my Redeemer lives, and that he will stand at last on the earth. And after my skin has been thus destroyed, yet in my flesh I shall see God." Job knew his body would return to dust, but his faith rested in something beyond that dust, in the promise of resurrection. This brings us to another key point, the resurrection. The Bible teaches that one day our bodies will be transformed, reunited with our spirits in a new, incorruptible form. And guess what? The state of our earthly remains at that point won't matter. Whether we're buried, cremated, or scattered by the wind, God has the power to reassemble us, piece by piece, and breathe life everlasting into our new bodies. So, should Christians choose cremation? Ultimately, that's a personal decision, one to be made with prayerful consideration and in consultation with loved ones. There's no right or wrong answer, no guaranteed path to salvation based on burial versus burning. Remember, God cares more about the condition of our hearts than the condition of our corpses. But here's the thing. If you're someone who wants to delve deeper into this topic, who wants to explore the intricacies of faith and mortality, then I urge you to hit that subscribe button right now. Christian Rewire is all about uncluttering our minds and rewiring our hearts with the truths of Scripture. We tackle tough questions, unpack complex topics, and do it all with a dash of grace and a whole lot of hope. So, if you're ready to go beyond the ashes and delve into the fire of faith, join the Rewire revolution. Click subscribe, and let's dig into the Word together. Remember, the fate of our bodies may be temporary, but the impact of our lives, the legacy of our faith, that's eternal. Let's choose to live in a way that reflects that truth every single day. Until next time, stay blessed, stay curious, and keep rewiring your heart with the power of the gospel.